Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So a couple days ago, I asked you all on my community tab and over on my Instagram, what are your doll collecting pet peeves? I know we all have pet peeves about various things, but our most common interest here on the channel is doll collecting. And believe me, I've got a few pet peeves myself, but I'm just going to be reacting to a couple of the ones that you guys shared. You were all on fire with these, and some of them were ones I hear all the time and I have, and others were ones I'd never even thought before, but make so much sense. So this does focus on all different types of dolls and just being a collector in general, but for the sake of the fact that my smaller doll display is still not looking the greatest, we're just going to be looking at the American Girls today. So I hope that's okay with you. I also planned to do face cam for this, but I hit myself in the face with my best friend's car door yesterday, so now my lip is like really large and I'm not really feeling like getting in front of a camera. I'm fine, don't worry, but yeah, I have a fat lip. So you're just gonna look at the mini version of myself who I'm still obsessed with. But if I did not pull your pet peeve, it was simply because I got a lot of them. So I just picked the ones that I thought, I should put in this video. That does not mean anybody's was bad or anything. So if yours does not get put in this video, please don't feel bad, you guys. We could definitely do this a little bit later. This is kind of similar to the unpopular opinions type thing, but pet peeves are a little bit different. If you don't know what that is, it's just kind of something that really like bugs you about, in this instance, the doll collecting community. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about some things that bug us as doll collectors. The first one is when they have major defects. Now, I definitely understand this, especially when it comes to collecting the smaller scale dolls such as Rainbow, Monster, Bratz, Ever After, OMG. Those are the smaller scale dolls that I personally collect. So I do notice it a lot more in those. With my visual impairment though, it's harder for me to spot certain types of defects like factory errored face makeup. Now, my first Delilah Fields from Rainbow High has really, really bad messed up lips, and I picked her out in stores, and a regular sighted person would probably have seen that. But I am so focused on trying to figure out if their eye makeup looks okay that I didn't even think about the lips. So basically my entire series 4 lineup for Rainbow High has, wait, was that series 4? Yeah, it was. Okay, sorry. My entire series 4 Rainbow High lineup has messed up lips, and that was my error. But the thing is, we shouldn't as collectors have to look for these types of things. Yes, these dolls are mass produced. However, as a company, their quality control should be much better than that. I just opened up Shadow High Series 3 and I think it's Pinky or Pinkley, don't even get me started on that. She has micro braids and they're already coming out. So why, you ask? I don't know. I have other dolls with micro braids from MGA and they're fine. So I don't really know what's up with that, but definitely when they have defects and quality control issues, that's absolutely not acceptable. Store exclusives. This particular collector was a European collector, and they were talking about how since Monster High and actually Rainbow High have done these are the ones I just know because these are the dolls I collect. This doesn't pertain to the 18-inch dolls. But Monster High and Rainbow High basically as franchises do Walmart or Target or Amazon exclusives. Now, in places like the UK, they don't have stores like that, and I completely understand. I completely get it. It must be extremely, extremely frustrating to want to collect these things, but the subscriber also went on and talked about how they would have to pay like triple to quadruple amount if they wanted to receive a store exclusive doll. I completely get that. And also, if we're really talking about store exclusives, some Walmarts and Targets are, Target usually not so much, but Walmart with exclusive things has never really been the greatest at stocking them. And we saw that with the Rainbow High situation. Their first Walmart exclusive Rainbow High dolls were the Slumber Party, so Marissa, Robin, and Brianna. And it was so difficult. You could find Robin everywhere and Brianna, and you couldn't find Marissa. But now Brianna is the one people quadruple the price for because she's the pink one. So Walmart is not the best at stocking their exclusives, and sometimes they overorder, and you are stuck with the costume ball dolls still being priced at $40 almost 2 years later. They're just now taking them down to clearance. When someone says I'm too old for them, absolutely, I am sure all of us adult and probably teenager collectors feel this way too. I have never had someone directly say it to me, but you know, there's that stigma, dolls are only for kids. Well, I personally, as a collector, I really like clothes and hair, and you know, so that's kind of what I do. I get to dress them up in things that I would wear, but that are much cuter than my own actual wardrobe. So I do it because I like fashion. And as funny as it is, even with my visual impairment, I enjoy photographing them. So it is a hobby. It is a fun hobby. It is an expensive hobby. However, you just have to learn how to be wise and budget like I have. But you're never too old for dolls. It's just everybody has their own little niche thing. Like, are you gonna tell somebody you're too old for I don't know, collecting baseball cards, or you're too old for collecting, like, I don't know what, like, other people collect. And it's usually like just random people that are gonna be like, why are you playing with these? Well, first of all, I'm not playing with them. We just chill together, so calm down. All right, now I've got, oh my lord, you guys, we have a zoo in here. I've got Winter, Olivia, and Sunday. If you don't care about my pets, I just need you to know that this channel is primarily run by my 4 cats and 1 dog, so I'm just kind of the voice of reason here. The BuzzFeed articles that say certain dolls are worth way more than they actually are. Yes, absolutely. Because when people see the American Girl collection specifically, they will say, oh, aren't those worth like thousands of dollars now? No doll should be worth thousands. I do not care if it's a one-of-a-kind. I don't care if it's Yasmin, okay? If you don't know who Yasmin is, she is my most expensive doll. She is a one-of-a-kind custom, okay? Don't worry, she was nowhere near $1,000, so don't freak out. But no doll should be worth that. I don't care the condition. I don't care how many of them there are. I do not care. No doll should be worth that, and it just makes people freak out. And honestly, it's just, it kind of leads me into the next one. So a lot of these were about the scalping on the secondhand market and price gouging and everything like that. The doll community is shady, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not necessarily the collectors that are shady. There's some shady collectors out there. However, it is people who do not do research, probably just Google American Girl, you know, worth, see said BuzzFeed article that this person referenced. And I'm just saying, like, any BuzzFeed article that talks about this for any type of doll and is like, oh, I'm gonna list this one on eBay for like $800, even though it is a completely like nude busted up number 4, and see what happens. You know, it's just not, it's wrong, okay? I would never do that to you guys. I would never do that to anybody. It's just wrong, and it's terrible. It's just, I could make a whole video about this, but I'm not going to. But that also leads me into the next one here that was talking about people selling dolls that are still currently available, specifically at American Girl, for like triple the price, which I've seen this happen, absolutely. Sometimes you can get the ones that are still available, like on Mercari or something, for slightly under retail if people buy them for certain reasons, or you can buy their wigs or their shells or their eyes, because a lot of customizers buy them if there's like new molds and skin tones and stuff, and you can get their pieces. So if there's a certain wig I want or whatever, I go ahead and I definitely check Mercari. Sometimes you do see the dolls that go for $115 retail. I've seen them. I think I saw a 115 priced at $98 one time. I know that's still the next doll I have to buy, but yeah, sometimes you can. But when you see a Truly Me 115 going for like $175 to $200 on Mercari, brand new in box, and you're like, dude, I could literally get that cheaper with the cost of shipping from American Girl. People just don't know, and they don't do their research, and everyone's lazy now, and they just want to make a quick buck. And I'm sorry for being so like harsh and direct, but that's the reality of the world we live in, not just the doll community. Outbid on eBay at the last second. I have had friends this has happened to. This has happened to me. This is why I stay away from eBay. This is collecting any type of doll. I have only ever participated in one eBay auction that went successful, and that was purchasing my Cecile Ray from American Girl. I did not expect to win her. I have too much anxiety as a human being to bring my anxiety into my doll collecting hobby, which is why I like sites like Mercari. And eBay, yes, they do have the buy now feature, but the bidding thing, it can cause you to become very anxious, and you can also accidentally go over your budget, and you're probably like, accidentally, how does that happen? If you've ever been bidding for something, and it's frustrating when you're getting outbid and then you're just like, okay, you know, go up the next dollar, and then before you know it, it's almost like a gamble, and it's just something like I'm not comfortable doing unless it is for Cecile Ray. But I definitely prefer websites like Mercari because there is a set amount and you can make an offer and negotiate with the seller, and you're not like battling against some random stranger on the internet and get yourself all worked up. When people say that dolls are creepy, absolutely, all the time. My family, I don't get like made fun of for collecting these. Like, my family has been very supportive on me collecting. I do get like, why do you collect them and stuff, which I love explaining. So my family knows I'm very, you know, different and quirky and things like that. I'm unique, so this does not surprise them that I got back into collecting dolls. So I have family members though that'll be like, that is so weird. Like, there's just a whole room of them. Like, my sister is like, it is so like creepy being in here, and I don't take offense to it. I just think it's funny. Like, my grandpa refers to them as the eyes because you just walk in here and there's all these like eyes on you. But I think for me personally, with my visual impairment, yes, I can see them, but I'm not necessarily like thinking about all these like fake eyeballs being on you. So dolls have never bothered me. I've never thought they were creepy or weird. I literally had my childhood American Girls in a glass display case in my room up until like I literally went to college. So they're not creepy. People like, I don't know, they just, it's something that other people enjoy that unhappy people feel the need to talk crap about, because, you know, some people just hate seeing others happy, I guess. There was also one that I forgot to touch on with that, but it said the judgmental remarks from family members. I've had family members comment about, oh my God, the amount of money I spend and the amount of money I work hard for is nobody's business. I don't care if you're my family. I don't care if you're somebody on the internet. Nobody knows what my bank account looks like, and that is fine. It is definitely, the money does, you know, contribute to the remarks, but I've gotten to the point where I've had so many things said to me over the years of my life that I'm just like, whatever, that's your problem, not mine. When people call American Girl dolls American dolls or American Doll girls, I had to put this one in here because when I was little, my grandma called them American Beauty dolls, and that is freaking hilarious. And yes, people always mess up their names, and I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. Like me, everybody always calls me Kayla. No, my name is literally Kyla, but you know what? I guess I collect American Beauty dolls, and a lot of you do too. Messy doll hair or flyaways in photos. This bothers me too, but it bothers me on a very serious level because when I'm out taking pictures of the American Girls, I can't see those flyaways until I get back in the house and start editing. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, these photos are gonna look so awesome. No. And I know you're probably like, it doesn't matter, like, we understand. I know, but for me, I'm not really a perfectionist, but I just want things to look as good as like someone with 20/20 vision taking a photo of their doll. So the flyaways do bother me. I have flyaways on my own head, so like it is a daily struggle for me personally. Anyway, the video has come to an end. I hope it's not too long. I have to go edit it now, and I know I ramble a lot, but we all have things to say. I want to thank you guys all so much for sharing your little pet peeves with me, and hopefully we can all just band together and ignore the things that bug us. And also, if your response was not in this video, again, please know that I received a ton of them and I could only pick a few. If you have any other pet peeves, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. Start a conversation, but remember, be polite, positive, and respectful to each other. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.